Butler with his fourth steal. Butler to Highsmith, gets inside, lays it up and in. And boos raining down here in the first half from the frustrated Sixer fans.
Nobody could have predicted a scenario where the home crowd is booing their own team in the middle of a crucial game like this. And to be able to turn things around and come back from that is even more insane. You knew that this was going to be a wild ride right from the beginning when Miami imposed their own playing style and made this a complete slugfest full of tough shots and turnovers.
Butler with another steal, and Butler with another dunk.
Talking about the zone defense, middle of the floor they've got a big Jimmy on the backside. He just turns his back and that allows Jimmy the swipe from behind.
And of course, Miami came into this game with their famous zone defense that completely disrupted the offensive flow for Philadelphia, and at times the Sixers looked absolutely clueless on offense.
The Miami Heat defense being a shape-shifting zone. It's not a 2-3, it's not a 1-2-2, it's not a 1-3-1. Look at all the different iterations of their concepts and formats. This results in a Philadelphia 76ers turnover. They've got 7 of those against the zone.
Everything seemed to be going according to the plan for the Heat until a frightening moment took place, dropping the hearts of Heat fans.
Stuck behind the defense, the head fake, the bank shot won't go, but a foul. And Jimmy Butler's grabbing his right knee. Butler in a lot of pain after the fake.
I mean, we heard an audible yell on the court. Clearly in a ton of pain, unwilling to come out of this game. It matters to him.
Despite being in obvious pain, Butler once again displays the determination of a true warrior and continues playing as if nothing happened. And Miami executes their game plan to perfection, forcing Philly into a 6 for 23 shooting in the second quarter, a horrific 26%. This allowed them to open up a 12-point lead at halftime despite shooting below average themselves, with Maxey and Embiid at only 3 for 9 and 2 for 8 from the field and the crowd booing their own team. Things were looking grim for the Sixers, and it went from bad to worse in the third quarter when
Him with his hands on his knees, he did that in his pregame warm-up. He's one of the last guys to come out, and having gone through warm-up, he was tired.
But then, seemingly out of nowhere, unlikely heroes step up for Philly.
Batum fakes, Batum fires, and hits! And this place has come alive. Defense, Martin turns it over. Here comes Buddy Hield. Sidestep, layup, blocked by Jovic, but off the backboard, so a goaltend.
And then the crowd exploded because
Drives inside, kicks it out. Buddy Hield to 3. Puts it in! 3-point game!
the role players completely turned this game around in the blink of an eye, led by Nick Batum, who knocked down 3 threes in this period. And now, with the crowd back on their side and them getting back in the game, we're in for a dogfight in the fourth quarter. So, with the defensive game plan being centered around Joel Embiid, Philly needed the rest of the team to step up when it matters the most. And boy, Nick Batum continued to do that.
Embiid's got right on him. Batum, quick three-pointer. It's good! Nick Batum does it again! Back to Batum. Fakes, one dribble. Puts up another 3. It's good! It's a Batum bonanza here in the second half.
Unbelievable. Batum is saving the season for Philadelphia in the crucial moments of the game. The Sixers now have all the momentum in the fourth quarter, but just when they thought that they were close to the win,
Highsmith off to Hero. Hero, three-pointer. Got it! And the Heat back within 1. Back out to Highsmith. Up top to Hero. Hield closes. Hero the drive, the floater is good.
With Butler clearly being affected by the injury, Tyler went hero mode, scoring 16 points in the fourth quarter, single-handedly keeping the Heat in this game. And all tied up in the final minute, Miami's smothering defense seemingly has the Sixers right where they want him. But
Ball in the hands of Maxey. We're all tied with 40 seconds remaining. Embiid doubled. Looking, finds Oubre. Oubre lays it up and in, and he got hit as well. Chance for a three-point play.
finally, Philly figures it out at the most important time of the game, giving them the lead at the end. And then things really escalate because
Hero with Batum in pursuit. Here goes Hero, fires up, blocked by Batum. Ball kept alive, Nick Batum with more heroics.
wow, Nick Batum comes up huge once again to send the arena into a frenzy and give his team the opportunity to make this a 2-possession game. As it turns out, this would seal the deal for Philadelphia, as their clutch free throw shooting kept Miami at distance in the final seconds and secured the win for them. From boos to cheers, what a shocking turnaround as they now go to the playoffs against the Knicks, and Miami's valiant effort falls short and they face off against the winner of Chicago and Atlanta. And speaking of that, this do-or-die game started out as a back-and-forth battle until the final minutes of the first quarter, when the Bulls decided to go ballistic with a furious run.
Giving it a go. Dosunmu from three.
Atlanta Hawks are 1 for 6 from 3. That is something that is going to be a big key to this game, especially if DeMar DeRozan continues cooking from that mid-range.
Caruso went flying in, and DeRozan on the follow.
Chicago storms out to an 18-point lead in the first, but now comes the spectacle, as the Bulls shot 59% from the field in the second quarter, and in any other game, they would probably build onto their lead. Only thing is,
he has all of Atlanta's turnovers, but I think he heard us. He got it going.
Bogdanovich sidestepping three. It is good. Another one.
As shocking as it sounds, Atlanta outmatched Chicago's shooting with a stunning 69.5%, as they seemingly couldn't miss and cut the deficit all the way to 3.
A high-scoring opening half here, 70-67 as Capella finishes the lob.
Despite Trae Young's slow first half going 1 for 5 and 10 points, he made his presence felt and made great plays to find his teammates. Coming back from an 18-point deficit, you would think that the momentum is now on Atlanta's side in the third, and it was a tight game until
Trae Young wanted a whistle, did not get it. Instead, it's Dosunmu to the rim. White into the lane, cups it in. His three. No. Terry the offensive rebound and squeezes it in. The lead is 12 for Chicago.
The Bulls go on another crazy run in the third quarter, absolutely shutting down Atlanta while shooting 65% from the field themselves. And they blow this game open when
Terry slinks into the paint, sets up Dosunmu on a three.
On that contract is beneficial for Chicago.
DeRozan.
So with their fans rocking and coming down to the finish line, all the Bulls have to do now is take care of business in the fourth. And Kobe White definitely did that.
White gonna shake Bogdanovich. He does. 32 for Kobe White.
He was unstoppable, scoring 14 points in the final period for a stunning 42-9-6 for the game. The win was never in doubt in the final 12 minutes as Chicago knocks out the Hawks and go for the final play-in game against the Heat. And with the latest news that Jimmy Butler would miss several weeks with an MCL injury, this is a golden opportunity for Chicago to advance to the playoffs for a matchup against the juggernaut, Boston Celtics. Admittedly, even if they make it there, this would be mission impossible for the Bulls, but still, the playoffs would come as a reward for their persistence throughout the season and not giving up when they could clearly do that, especially after Zach LaVine announced that he'll miss the rest of the season. And it could also mean more meaningful experience for Kobe White, who could be the leader of this team next season if Chicago finally decides to move away from mediocrity and finally trade away DeRozan and LaVine. Regardless, another great night of the postseason following the madness of the opening day that announced the end of the Golden State dynasty. You gotta check out exactly what happened right here. Talk to you in the next one. Peace out.